Hello everyone, Alec DeLorean here, and I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Today we have episode 2 of our Road to Kyber series, and in the last one, if I remember correctly, we got to Chromium from Bronze, or Bronzium, sorry. So this time we're going to try get to a Rhodium. I don't think I'll be able to do that this episode, but we'll do our best. So I won't keep you waiting any longer. Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy content like this and anything Star Wars Hunters related, and I will see you in the ranked gameplay. So we start off this episode in Chromium 3, which is exactly not where I want to be. We have to change this, so I got the grind on. The first match we play Scorer in Squad Brawl. The game plan is to stay close to Sentinel while keeping my eye on teammates as Vandal Railyard is an open map. My main trouble with this match was the Diago. As always. Let's try and heal him. There you go. Okay, see ya. No! But other than that, we played well and kept my teammates alive mostly well. We did have a shaky start, but eventually got into our groove and started to create a good lead. That eventually came to quite a comfortable win in the end. I was gonna kill you, Scorer. Well played. GG. Even though the start wasn't my best, I ended up coming out with a decent stats of 5 kills and 4,400 healing. This got me 241 RP. Oh, so close, come on. As I was denied Chromium 2 last match, I was determined to win this one, just to secure my spot in the next rank. I picked Scorer again, and this time it was on Power Control on Death Star Crossfire. I checked both team compositions, and their team had no healer and no speedy characters like Arental or Slingshot, which gave me a fantastic idea, as we also had 2 healers. The game plan wasn't to heal, it was just to capture as many points as I could, as I was the quickest hunter in the game, which gave me great opportunities to make it a horrible game for the opposition. By the very start of the game, we already were dominating them, which gave them instant panic, which they wouldn't recover from. This made it so that anytime they captured one point, I just went to capture it as soon as they left to capture the next point. By the time they finally captured B, we already had 71% into our score. This was such a fun game, as I had free range to go and be a nuisance the whole game. There we go. That got us the win with low kills and healing at 769, but a win is a win. And that brought us 225 RP, bringing us easily into Chromium 2 for the first time. Show me Chromium 2. Oh, yes. Chromium 2. We're working our way there. Alright, let's go. The next match is on Ewok Village. Not my favourite map, but the middle of the map is fantastic for Scorer, as she can see most of the map, enabling her to heal from so far away. For this match, we were back to Squad Brawl. My game plan for this one was to try and keep kind of close to either of the tanks, healing close range or at distance, which is where I wanted to be. We had a fantastic start. By the time I died for the first time, we were already 7-3 up. And yes, I did waste that ultimate, but what can you do on Squad Brawl? Thankfully for this match, their team didn't want to work together, so most of the match it was always 2v1 in fights, as I always tried to just pocket heal someone. Oh, I keep hitting the trees. Hello! Because of this, we never lost control of the match and cruised through it all. Alright, I'll 1v1 you. Okay, maybe not 2v1, hello. Ending up winning the game in just 3.5 minutes. No! Yeah! GG, well played! Because the game was so short, I wasn't expecting much healing, but I did rack up 2,200 healing, which surprised me. This game got us a lovely 221 RP, getting much closer to the halfway mark to Chromium 1. Thank you very much. Nearly halfway already. GG. Next, we had Power Control on Vandal Railyard, which really enticed me to pick Slingshot, as I absolutely love him on Power Control, but he was already taken. At the minute, I like to rush to be a Scar and try to get it captured as soon as possible. But I was met with the exact same kind of player and nearly lost my life early, forcing me to retreat back for a bit. But we did get to capture B straight after, while we watched Groz explode in front of us. Oh my god. After that, I started to clean up on some of the low health enemies while my teammates captured A. Got him. Because of this, we got them in a perfect position to spawn trap them and keep up our domination for a bit. We were able to keep up our domination all the way up to 68%, bearing in mind they had 0%. With the extremely comfortable lead, I was able to relax a little this match as I thought, surely we've won this one. Which I was correct, because as soon as they tried to get some points, we shut them down and put it straight back into domination until we got to 100%. Thank you. 100-7. I didn't realize while I was playing that I didn't even die that match and got only 1,800 healing, which made me realize that we actually won the game in just 2 minutes, which is absolutely crazy for an objective game mode. This then nicely got me 220 RP towards the next rank. Already nearly 3/4 of the way to Chromium 1. I had a feeling of deja vu as we got put into a game of power control on Vandar Rayliard again, which got me hoping that the game would also be the same outcome as last match. When I saw that we also had an Arental and Slingshot for the fast mobility around the map, surely this wasn't going to be an even faster game than last match. I was quickly humbled when 3 of us died at B near the start of the game. Okay, Diago's going for me. I was so zoned in this game that I nearly forgot to capture B. That would have been embarrassing. Wait, what am I doing? I thought I captured B for some reason. Then, my prayers were answered. We got back to a similar spot and we were dominating again, keeping them trapped in spawn, so I thought I would just keep my distance and do my best to keep the team alive. They ended up changing spawn, but for some reason went to capture B instead of C. We were fine with that as we all charged straight to take B back, and as soon as we did, we won the game super comfortably. Yeah, their Diago was good, I know that. Rest of them, non-existent. The stats make it look like I didn't do anything to help as I got no kills and only 1,900 healing. Though, I do feel like I did my part that game, so all is good. This got me 225 RP, getting me under 200 points away from the next rank. Surely that means we can just get it next game with absolutely no problems, right? Right? On to game 6. We were put into a brand new game mode and map, never seen before. Power control on Vandar Rayliard for the 3rd game in a row. At this point, I was thinking, you know what? We have a 100% win rate on this. Let's cruise through another game of it. So I start off with my usual tactic of going straight to B for the easy early points, meeting Skara to try and do the same thing. Luckily, I best Skara this time and capture the point. Okay, miss all your shots, that's alright. It started to get tricky from now. The enemies weren't going for B at all, and were able to keep my teammates occupied, meaning we were starting to lose. So I took things into my own hands to go and capture C while most were at A. Because of this, we were able to make a comeback and get to 46%, basically halfway. Not bad at all. Ah, whoa! Oh no, this is not good. I think we've lost this match. But then we started to get dominated and they quickly overtook us, getting close to winning the game. Need to... No! Ah, this Reeve is so good. We tried to make a last-ditch comeback, getting to 58%, but it just wasn't to be. And we went on to lose our very first game of our ranked journey, which is a shame after how well we've been doing so far. Okay, well, the first defeat of ranked. I had a decent game with 7 kills and 2,400 healing, but just not enough. In the end, I assume as we are low rank, we end up only losing 18 RP, but it meant we don't get to taste Chromium 1 just yet. Next game, we get our sweat on. I was locked in, not to have 2 losses in a row. I wasn't going to let it happen. This match, game on. It was power control on Dune Sea Outpost. Finally a different map, am I right? We pick up Skara again as we've been doing extremely well with her. It also helps that she is a meta support right now. We go straight for B with Groz and get points on the board. Groz jumps in and wants to take some damage, so I do my best to keep him alive. Their Diago is eager to kill me, as while I'm trying to concentrate on healing, he keeps tickling me. Luckily, he doesn't know just to hit Hetz's Diago. We then get into a comfortable position as we go on to dominate and get a bit of a spawn camp on, even with a nice early lead into the game. The domination doesn't last long, as someone on their team ended up at C, while the rest of the team were getting slaughtered. I tried to stop Skara capturing B, but failed, and end up dying in my 1v1. I guess the only positive from that is I get their Skara to waste their ultimate. Did he... Oh, he died. Alright. He wasted his ult. They start to actually get some score onto the board until we take B back. We then clean up the match nicely and win 100-10. A much needed win. Alright, that was a good comeback. Good comeback from last match. I wasn't great on the offense side of this match, but I did decent healing with 2,600 and captured some points. We get 221 RP to take us into Chromium 1 for the first time, which is a fantastic feeling after the tough game we just had. So then, we had our first game as a Chromium 1 player, and the match was going to be power control on Ewok Village. We had a Sentinel again, so I thought maybe I could concentrate on heals on them while keeping my eye on the damage hunters and running to A and C if needed. I did my usual to B, forgetting that they have a slingshot who made easy work of me, handing over a silly death on my side. We end up taking B from them quite fast, and just as we did, I had my ultimate. So I used it on the point because they had just taken B back from us. Though it was for nothing because as soon as I captured the point, Negros said no. For the rest of the game, it was just a capture fest from both teams as it kept going back and forth, meaning we were kind of gaining points at the same pace. We did take the lead close to the end, but they ended up dominating us at one point, which made it too hard to come back, and we ended up losing the game. Oh, we shouldn't have been losing that game. They had no healer as well. I can tell I didn't have a great game as the match lasted a while, but they ended up only healing 1,700, though I did get most points in the game, so I guess I was a capture merchant this match. We thankfully only lost 17 RP, keeping us just in Chromium 1. We now had 2 losses this episode, and I really didn't want to drop out of our rank. So I planned to change my game style from last match and to try and heal as much as I could. To do this, the game was Dynamic Control on Mos Esper Pod Race, which is one of my favourite game modes as the match is always a concentrated fight in one part of the map. As soon as the game started, my mind reset and I lost any thought of what I was going to do and stupidly went to try and kill Zayna at the start, only to end up dying at the very beginning of the game again. Trying to... Diago. Alright, I'm playing stupid already. But that was fine, as when I respawned, we were able to take the point and take the lead from them. I got my ultimate early, and as soon as they tried to push us, I countered them with it, securing this point and team wiping them. It was coming up to the 50% mark of our score and everyone was still fighting for the old point, so I decided to head off to the next point early, which pays off, and while doing so, I keep the J3 away from the point too. Because I was able to keep him away, I got my ultimate back for when the rest of his team attacked, and I just popped it straight away. The next point, there Diego had the same idea and I met him there early, but unfortunately, his teammate came to help and got me killed. I mean, I'm trying to delay their thing. Their capturing didn't last long though, as my team cleaned them up while I was dead, getting us the win on this point, which was much needed from last match's loss. There we go. Okay. We did better as I got 5 kills and 2,500 healing, getting us 234 RP into our rank, meaning if we were to lose the next match, we wouldn't drop out of this rank. The last match of the episode, I needed to leave on a win, although this match was going to be a first, as Scorer was taken away from me. So I had to think about the game mode and the map in order to know what I wanted to play as. The map was Vandor Railyard and it was power control. Now you know my favourite hunter for this particular game mode is Slingshot, so it felt necessary to pick him, meaning my game plan was to just run from A to C and dabble in B when needed. Slingshot is the fastest hunter in the game, so it felt right to go straight to B as normal. Then, instead of holding it and trying to fight off the enemies, I flanked around to capture A, which was a great idea as our team were all at B and it was the only point we didn't have. So I went back there to challenge them and waste as much of their time fighting me as I could. Though they somehow flipped it on us and came close to dominating us before I killed him Aravex in time. You could then tell that they had figured out my game plan and tried to get some hunters to hold C while they had B, which I struggled with at the beginning until I took out the Amaravex and captured C whilst they were spawning there. Then my team were able to capture B, so me and Diago just spent our time trying to delay their offense and hold them hostage at C for as long as we could, which we did well, as by the time they were able to stop us from dominating, we were already up 77 to 45%. Now, we needed to just keep our cool and just hold on to 2 points until we won, as the match was in our hands, which is what we did and end up winning the game 100 to 48%. Oh yes! I worked hard for that one. I had fun this game, getting 7 kills and doing 3,300 damage, earning 223 RP, securing our place in Chromium 1 and putting us within reaching distance of breaking into Erodium 3. Alright, and there you have it. That is episode 2 of Road to Kyber. We did, unfortunately, get our first losses in this one, but that's fine. We don't get to Erodium this episode. I'm feeling it in episode 3. We had some really good games, mostly scorer, apart from one match, but that's fine because it ended well. I had a game plan and I guess it worked in the end. But yeah, if you enjoyed this content and this series, Road to Kyber, be sure to like and subscribe for everything Star Wars Hunters related, and I will see you in the next episode.